Hey guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to Aka and Claire.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop. It's so good to be here again.
It is. I'm excited. I'm happy that we are not letting down our audiences this time. Like we are actually making effort to like put out videos and create videos.
And honestly, shout out to you, baby, because now you did do this one.
No, shout out to you because literally like you've just been like, we need to shoot. Okay.
I love it when you take the lead on everything. Relax, baby. You see, these are the issues. Collect your compliments.
I did not. It's curve.
Is it curve?
Can't I curve?
Just collect your compliments. I love it when you
appreciate you.
lead on stuff.
Thank you very much. Anyways.
What are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything in my life.
Don't worry, you keep leading. You're leading on things.
Yeah,
and I love it when you lead. Aka seized my phone. I was trying to find the lyrics of that song. Don't break my heart.
Yeah.
Tell me, love me again.
It's not Don't Break My Heart, it's Unbreak.
Oh my gosh. This is the only song I can know the lyrics to. Oh, wow. Nice one.
Under this con, when you walked out the door and walked out of my life, under this tree,
Sing, boy.
I cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Yes. So today's episode basically is going to be about how to deal with heartbreak.
Aka, do you like my lipstick?
I do.
Is it giving heartbreak?
It's giving a dark...
It's giving like rebound. I'm here for revenge.
Like you're a heart babe, and everything.
Yeah, like I'm the one breaking hearts.
Yeah. So, thank you for being intentional.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you see, we're doing all this for you guys. Anyways, today we're talking about how to deal with heartbreak.
Yeah.
But before we go there, babes, have you ever been heartbroken before? What gives you the authority to think you want to talk about heartbreak?
Okay. I don't know. I've been heartbroken from, films that I watch and the disappointment. I actually haven't suffered heartbreak. But, I get into character. Do you remember that movie series we were watching together?
Queen Mary.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the name of the series because it traumatized my relationship.
No, what was the title of that
Queen
series?
Rain.
Rain. Yeah.
It really, really traumatized my marriage. Well, we're not married at the time. My relationship.
I was Queen Mary in my mind.
The thing is, Claire was watching this show so much that she became the character. Anything they do to the character, she will carry the emotion. If they break her heart, if they betray her, if they kill her, she will carry it. She will now pour it on me. I didn't do. First of all, I was the one that introduced Claire to the show. Babe, you need to watch the show. Mad, rain. I stopped at season 2. Claire watched them to season 4. Season 1, we broke up because Claire said, "You man, I'm tired."
Okay,
Like,
you're
I'll call
exaggerating.
Claire and Claire will be giving me sass. Yes, what? I'm like, babes.
What did I even do to
What did I do? Why are you angry with me? I don't know. I'm just not in the mood.
I'm Queen Mary today. But even in saying that, like, I think that's just my own experience. Like with heartbreak, it's just...
Babe, you
It's
cried
just-
so many nights. Literally cried.
external heartbreak.
She will cry. I'll call her on video call. Her eyes will be swollen. What happened? Maria, I can't take it.
So I'm with film and movies and these things. Like I really catch on to the emotions. And so if we say heartbreak, I get heartbroken when I see visually see stuff. So you kissing someone on TV breaks my heart pretty much. Like, because to me it's real.
Off her mic.
So that's
Off.
yeah, let's go there. So let's go back to the topic since
Thank you. You went off topic.
it's not off topic. You're asking me how and where have I experienced heartbreak? That is where I've experienced heartbreak.
I didn't ask you where you have experienced.
Or
I said,
how.
have you ever experienced it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
Let me move on.
Do your worst.
So basically, my first experience with heartbreak was basically in school, university. I liked one girl and I just felt like, yo, I need to chase her. And I tried. And she was just like, nah.
You're not my type.
I don't think it was about not her type. I think we were in secondary school together. We had entered university and she just was like, I want to explore the world. I want to like, I don't want young boys anymore. I don't want people I know. I want new blood, you know?
New blood.
I want to explore. I'm here. Like, it's the world. I have the world ahead of me, in front of me. Why would I choose you? So it just broke my heart. I used all our friends were like, but she was like, nope. I'm ready to explore. So it really broke my heart. I remember that time I would listen to Let Me Cater to You, baby. My pride, my heart, will take you there. That's the least I can do. I'll be like,
let me cater to you.
So yeah, I think that was my first. Was it heartbreak though?
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Rejection. Disgrace.
I felt like the rejection. I felt like all that, which is part of heartbreak, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, heartbreak is
But I think
it's an accumulation of rejection, disappointment. Obviously, when your expectations are not met, there's always heartbreak.
I think that my first true heartbreak was with you.
Really?
Yeah. Every other thing was like, just disappointment, but full on heartbreak when you're literally in physical pain. You can't think. You literally can't, you can't focus. Those are the symptoms of real heartbreak.
Yeah.
And I
like
had
those
that.
ones where you're driving and you're zoning out and you're almost about to have an accident.
Yeah. It happened to me a couple of times. And that happened with her. That was when I realized that, I really can't live without this girl.
Damn.
Or I loved this girl more than I thought I did.
Damn.
And it was just hard. Like, heartbreak is hard. And I think it's just the fact that you've built your world, your life, castles around this person, and then everything just comes crashing down. What if we actually built our lives and our castles and everything around Jesus? The same way we did with humans.
Who is the solid, firm foundation?
Will he ever break our heart?
He will not break your heart.
No. So I don't know why we get into these situations. Anyways.
Now I remember my first heartbreak was when I really liked someone, but I didn't let them in. I didn't let them in because there was just like so much I would rather focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I now started like having like desire to show my reciprocated love, the person had
moved on.
Sort of not necessarily moved on, but was trying to shield themselves from all the embarrassment that they've gotten from showing love.
So you embarrassed this person?
I mean, no. You see, in secondary school, when a guy likes a girl and they go all out doing the most, boys try to embarrass them. It's from the boys. Like, the boys are like, she don't like you, that kind of thing. Or they start making up names for the guy. But yeah, I think heartbreak is really tough because I remember then I would write so many letters. I would cry myself to sleep. But then would we even say that was love?
Nah.
Like, yeah, we wouldn't really count that as love. It's still valid. I mean, teenage love is still valid. But then when we get to a point where we're seeing our future with this person, you're seeing a future with this person and then the person lets you down. You know, what are the possible things that a person would do?
What are the craziest like breakup stories you've ever heard?
The one where obviously someone cheated. That's a crazy one.
What were the reactions of your friend or this person?
So let me just break the news. I cheated on Aka while we were dating. I wouldn't even say we're dating. I moved on very
do you want to tell
quickly.
this story?
Yes, I moved on very quickly from Aka because I felt like he was not showing what he needed to show. He was not, when he said that he loved me more than he thought he did. So he was doing him. I mean, he was here in Lagos, going for his night parties, taking pictures and videos with girls and, doing all the things
But
that.
I was faithful.
And I was,
I was faithful.
and I was just like, this guy is not serious. I'm ready to move on. And then we had this fight. I don't remember what the fight was about. And it just seemed like we've actually broken up because then we're not calling. There was no text afterwards. It was just like silence.
But we had many fights where.
But to me, I
contact
felt
each other. Everybody was forming.
But no, we've never done that longer than 3 days.
Yeah.
Right. So when this was long enough, I just felt like, I don't know what this guy is doing. At this point, obviously, when we fight, there's a level of there's a testing on your trust. And so I had more reason to believe the worst because of the things I'd visually seen. And obviously the distance, we're long distance relationshiping then. And so I was in the UK. There were people on my case that, in fact, I was already thinking about how I'm going to remain in this UK. Yeah, And so I kicked it off with someone else. It was very painful for Aka. And so, yes, that did break my heart too because the person that I kicked it off with, I really didn't feel anything like that for the person. So I just felt like I might have been doing it to just
Spite.
No, get away. Yeah, get away from the years that I had invested in a relationship with Aka, and it was just not popping off as I thought it would. I also he had tried to come to the UK, it wasn't working. I didn't see he was really putting in effort to see me or be with me.
How will you put
but the boy was just broke.
They deny you visa. Which effort? Will I do like this?
Poor guy was just not financially sufficient at the
When
time.
they saw my account at the embassy, they were like, dear, we're doing you a lot of good to stay in your hometown.
Because if you come here, you might not return. How did we fix the heartbreak?
Oh, I think that the first thing that I acknowledged that I was heartbroken. I think that was the first step to even healing from it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in pieces. I consulted. I wanted to act out. I had already started, you know what? I want to date you. Come here. I had already started looking for somebody that would just used to get back at you and get back on track. And I'm not feeling it. I couldn't sleep at night. I remember at the time I still tried to be your friend and be there in an understanding way to a level. But at some point, I just felt like I needed to take care of myself. First of all, there's this stage where you just feel like it's not real. There's a denial stage where, I don't feel like we're actually is this real? Maybe, tomorrow should we just, come in the messages and WhatsApp and we'll just start talking nothing actually happened, or she'll say it's a joke, or
It's a joke.
Yeah. And then there was anger stage where I was really angry. I don't think I've been more angry with you. I think that it got to a point where I started bargaining with myself, realizing that okay, I don't vex, I don't calm down. Can I actually truly do this? Say I don't want again. And I think that was where I realized that, if this is what I want, I need to fight for this girl. Because I had to come to terms and accept that me too, I dropped the ball. So I was like, you know what, let me try pick up my slack, and try and, not take her for granted in the ways that she expressed, or the things that made her feel this guy's not taking this relationship seriously, even though I was, but I was in my own way. I am me, and again, we were not like together. It was a distant relationship. So she didn't really understand me or who I am or what I do, actually, my work. So I was like, you know what? I called you. Of course, I have all my senior friends, all of them, from Ikeos Akedua to Olo to Fatima to my friends, Natasha, Bolanle, Zainab. I told everybody, I talked to this girl, what's her name? Yolanda, everybody, Buki, Wanne, everybody was involved, trying to make me calm down. James, he's okay. Come to my house and come and eat. Olo was just like, don't worry, she's a child. She will grow. How old is she? I was there now. It's with Ike. Oh, everybody tried to make me know that it feel like it's okay. Like they've all been through it. So like I just realized that I needed to fight for you. And I tried. I went back and I was like, yo. And I think that's where the heartbreak did not complete, because I went back and forth.
Incomplete heartbreak.
I said, my dear, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't drive. I couldn't think. If I'm sleeping like this, my whole chest paining me. I was like, wow. And I think that the first things first, before you got to the UK, I asked my friend AJ Ajifa. She used to work with me on the show. And she was like, Aka, the first thing you have to know, the only thing you have to know about distant relationship, be ready to forgive. She was like, Aka, see. I said, nothing about. She said, Aka, calm down. She said, Aka, just make up your mind now that no matter what happens, you have to forgive and forgive and forgive. Like, you have to forgive. I was like, okay. And I actually said, you know what? In the case of happenstance, I will forgive. I will fight for this. And that was it. I just kept remembering AJ's voice, and telling me that. So yeah, we came back together. And
so do you think like that has for couples or people in relationships who have had like, this kind of heartbreaking situation, either from distrust or what are the other reasons why people will break their hearts? Disappointments, right? How, like, were you having lots of flashbacks? How did you move on? Aside from deciding to move forward, how else did you move on from a heartbreak?
How I moved on from the heartbreak was basically coming back to the relationship in this situation, because I did come back.
Yeah.
And I think that began healing me. It was like oxygen got back into my lungs when we were back together, and I began to heal. But the truth is, for people who are really in a true heartbreak and they know that this is a relationship that's not coming back together, this is something that's hurting them, first step is actually the first step. It's going to take time, but the first step is acceptance that it has broken. Because some people, that denial stage, they can stay there. If they see the man with another babe, they will fight. They will go on Instagram. They will, stalk him, stalk the person. Yeah. They can even go into the comment section and be like, "You are dating my boo."
Obsession, yeah.
Obsess. I feel like the first thing is to realize that it's over. This person is not for you. You're not for this person. It's done. That's the first step to true healing, accepting the situation, which is the relationship is not together. Why do people get into heartbreak? Again, like we said, expectations, building your life around this person in the future, investing. And to be honest, most times, soulish ties, sex, and all those things. Like when you have sex with someone, you just like have a bond with that person. Except you say you be body. Gen Z body. They're like, see, I knock you don't mean nothing.
No, it's a lie. I still feel like that's a lie. I don't know.
Maybe there are some people that sex is an activity. Like they don't have to be in love with you to have sex with you. But and again, you have to know yourself. That's one step to actually even like shielding yourself from heartbreak. You have to know who you are. If you know you're the kind of person like me, not romantic, but you cannot have sex with you can't have, I've never been one to have flimsy sex. What do they call that thing? Just casual sex. If you know that you have to have an emotional bond with this person, you have to have like, a real connection with this person before you really, don't go and try yourself. Or you will just fall in love anyhow. Oh. So if you know you're that kind of person, don't be just moving around. In fact, whether you are that person or not, don't be moving around. Don't find out.
Don't do it.
But I know that Instagram baddies and Gen Z baddies, girls of nowadays, they're like, my dear, don't mean a damn thing. And they just don't.
Who's it hookup culture, they call it?
Yeah. But,
But I think like even with people who have in their mind like stiff mind or they're stone-hearted, there is always like, I feel like it's an imaginary pile up of unresolved issues. Human beings were made from clay. Clay breaks. Even if you throw it on the floor, it will crack. You might not break today, but you are full of cracks. So all the here, there, and there, at some point you realize you pour water into this, clay pot, it just leaks. You just keep leaking emotion, like Pastor Emisi would say. You're leaking here and there. It may not translate to your love life. It could just even be in your workspace, in your friendships, in your sibling relationships. You would just literally be leaking out of the, cracks and unfulfilled life that you're living when you're in this hookup culture, I think.
Yeah. People don't realize and understand the spiritual and soulish component of sex.
Yeah.
Like sex is highly spiritual and highly soulish. So don't be doing it anyhow.
So back to like heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it just as you were talking. In marriage, there are moments of heartbreak for me. For example, heartbreak really, like we've said again, is just disappointment and, rejection.
Thank you.
Rejection was one other thing I said. You're not listening. So there's one other thing. So like there are certain things that could happen in a relationship, in marriage, where a person actually feels heartbreak. Because when we're describing the pain in your chest and the crying, I remember I've experienced that even in marriage, so many times. And healing through all these little blocks of heartbreaks is through conversation with someone that truly wants to work things out. If I were going through these heartbreak moments and I was now trying to have conversation with you about them and you were resistant, right? It would literally just be me still going through it. There'll be no resolution really ever. Let me give an example where maybe your partner chooses something over you. Or someone over you, maybe you would actually love to go for that experience with your partner. Your partner decided he's going to choose a random friend to go to this event. I'm just using my life as an example. And he paid me so much and I'm going to bed crying like...
Is that heartbreak?
Well, it's heartbreak. And I think heartbreak is different. Yes, it's in different degrees. Because it's sometimes in marriage is an opening for the devil to begin to whisper many more things, to escalate an emotion. It starts from I'm just speaking within marriage, because marriage, you're not going anywhere. We are inside it. It's not as if they're dumping you, right? It's once, I'm talking about the small things, not the one where, you found out that the person is building a house in Aja and you never knew about it. That one would be very heartbreaking for me to find out that you actually have a life, God forbid, not you, a life in the UK with wife and daughter and children. What do you do with that kind of information?
Hope is rhetoric. Hope you're not.
It's not. So I'm just even saying, because remember that one I shared with you? Of that girl who, she had been going to their family house, doing so many nice things to her in-laws. One day she was leaving, sister came to tell the girl that... Sister-in-law. came to tell the lady that I remember the story that I just want to tell you
Because you're a nice person.
yes,
My
because you've been
brother
very nice.
Has a family abroad.
Yes, and
he
he's
wants to
leaving
leave,
soon.
yes.
Yeah, he's leaving soon. She was in
Was
shock.
it family abroad, or he's planning to live with his?
He already has the family there, but he was preparing his papers and everything to leave.
And she just got pregnant for him.
Yeah, she was pregnant. She had been waiting to get pregnant. He was telling her he's not ready. He's not ready.
Kind of situations. I think that's another topic.
But that's heartbreaking. Too.
Yes, that's heartbreaking, but that is not the main issue. That's this thing. So, I mean, for me, like,
don't you want to know the rest of this gist?
Let's go straight into like how to cope or deal with heartbreak. Number one, allow yourself to grieve. Cry. Let it out. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do you get it? Because some people like to form a hard guy. And then at the end of the day, it's piling up. Then one day to just jam you in front. You will just be like, somebody will take your plantain.
Piled up emotions everywhere.
Then we say, did it pass more than this plantain?
I remember, I'm sorry, I'm just diverse. I remember the time where I just given birth. They used to say postpartum emotions, but I was gangstering it out. Immediately after I gave birth, went straight to work, just carrying myself, whiz, bash. Somebody hit my car under the bridge somewhere on the island. All the tears, all the emotions that had been piled up. I poured it out on that road. Kata, everything. I was there. People were like, he passed jam. It's a lie. It has to be more.
But it was not like bash. It was the Highlander.
It was, yes. It was really bad. But yeah, that's pent up emotions.
Yeah. Another trick or tip to cope with heartbreak is, like I said, inviting people into your world, coping with friends, with family, with, people. Should I say accept support or seek for support? Good
people,
good friends.
Not people that will be giving you suggestions on how you can go and find him and bust his tire.
Every even if you are a baddie, you understand, you still have one friend that their head is screwed up, or one born again friend. Go to that one. That's the one you should go to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think get busy too,
Right.
Get busy with stuff. If you have a relationship with God, cry out.
Focus on your
cry out.
Purpose.
Yeah. I think if you have a relationship with God, cry out to him. Honestly, I feel like there's scriptures, and I'm sure, because in the Bible there's something for everybody. There is a scripture there for he will comfort you, but then your goals, focus on what's in front of you. Sometimes people that are really going through like big heartbreaks, let me imagine, are the ones that are single, not yet married, right? Right in front of you as a single individual, what's in your hand? You have your business that you're doing. You have your 9 to 5. How can you change the world being a single individual? Your entire life, marriage is great, but being with someone that you love is great, but it's not the entirety of your essence. What happens if you don't actually marry before Jesus comes? Like, does it mean you did not live a fulfilled life? So thinking about your entire life in the grand scheme of things. And when they say all things work together for the good of those that love God, you believe that even in a bad situation, even in the heartbreak, it's still working together for your good. So maybe that person was just not meant to be your person. Maybe that relationship was to teach you something. The Bible also says that we go through different situations to bring out of us patience, good virtue. It's to bring out of us the good that is in us. So if you find that you're going through a difficult situation and it's only making you lean into alcohol, lean into, now you've become agbero. I'm talking to the ladies, the soft girls out there. You now want to be tattooing your body. You want to be tearing your skin. That's not bringing out patience.
Yeah.
You're moving towards there are extremes of things. You're moving towards, you need to find a nice balance.
Yeah, I think that's very important. Another, a tip is to, and this is very important, set boundaries with your ex or with the person in question. Set boundaries. Sometimes, because when in those moments, the other party can just be taking a piss. And sometimes they enjoy when they have that power over, like, you know, the person who they're. Or some guys just love to break hearts, and then they just want that there is a door always open for them so that they can come back anytime and have an emotional love here and there, or, you know, I don't know. And the girls do the same thing too. I feel like setting boundaries is very important.
How does one set boundaries though?
Basically, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. If it's not an emergency, do you get what I'm saying?
Like, don't come to my house.
Don't come to my house. Why are you coming? What is it for? To do what? And again, people need to understand that when you're in a heartbreak, you need to focus on yourself.
You need space.
Because when you're in a relationship, you focus on the other person. You pour into the other person. Now pour into yourself. You're allowed to. And I think that even leads us to the next tip, which is self-care. Self-care. Care for yourself. Go out. Take yourself on a date. You know, go see a movie, eat nice things.
I just remember those funny videos where everything reminds me of him. If somebody was pouring water in a glass, you're like oh, that's how he used to pour into me.
So yeah, I just feel like, you know, set strong boundaries. Don't take any nonsense. Don't let anybody call you at any time. And be clear about it. And if they don't, you know, want to respect that, just block it. Don't pick up the call when you see their calls or anything, you know? So I think that those are very strong, important points to take when
going through a heartbreak.
Yeah.
I think finally, like, it takes time. It's different for different people. It takes time to heal from anything, really. Healing, except if it's a creative miracle. Healing takes time.
Yeah, because it takes time to fall in love. So it will take time to heal.
We're giving you a virtual hug if you're currently.
Oh.
How do we do this?
Wait, I have one other point. And this is not for everybody. It might not apply to everybody, but you need to. Some people need to apply it. Just grow up.
Oh my gosh.
Grow the hell up.
Were you about to use the F word?
No. But some of you just need to realize that this thing is not that deep. It's not that serious. This issue love.
Especially when you're 21.
Yeah.
18.
Just realize that it is a small thing. This is not the issue that should lead to... Just grow up. Man up. Take it. You understand? And maybe the next tip, be strong. Do exploits. It's okay. No worry.
Not the kind of exploits that you want to revenge on the other gender, my dear. Just be strong. Leave exploits for now.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I think we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And if you have enjoyed watching this video to this point, we would like you to please give us a thumbs up, because that helps us reach more people.
Yeah.
And please share our videos with your friends and family. And we'd like you to also subscribe. Also, would like to hear your tips and some of the ways that you've dealt with heartbreak in the comment section.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye, guys.